Hello there everyone, you've tuned in uxwbill, and during the course of this hopefully short, sweet, and relatively close to the point video, well, I have a couple of things to tell you. The first thing I'd like to start off with is an apology for not having uploaded more videos in recent times. As some of you are probably undoubtedly aware, my beloved MacBook computer suffered a failure of the cabling leading to its display backlight, and while the computer itself is still functional, I suspect that using it is probably not the best idea, because with those display backlighting power cables being severed, I have no idea what its power supply circuitry would think if they were to suddenly short-circuit on something like, say, the metallic portions of the broken display hinge. My guess is that there would be a rather sudden sense of humor loss on the part of those electronics, and the cost of the repair, which I certainly plan to do when I have the resources to effect it, would probably rise exponentially. But I've been managing to get by reasonably well enough with my video editing activities, even if the editing software I have been trying to use has not worked out perfectly. Unfortunately, my life is a comedy for someone somewhere, and the comedy has just increased tenfold. Case in point, my most recent video discusses this digital multimeter. This is a Centec P98674, which is sold by Harbor Freight Tools. It's actually manufactured by Precision Mastech and sold under their name as well as the MS8229 model. It offers a lot of functionality in one multimeter, and it does seem to work quite well. In fact, I would tell you that I quite like it. So much so that I thought I ought to do a product review on it, even though I am by nobody's definition a professional product reviewer. It is probably the longest continuous video I have ever shot and uploaded to YouTube. The review is very thorough and runs to north of an hour. Unfortunately, YouTube has, over the course of two separate uploads from two different kinds of internet connections, one of them made of tin cans, sticks, baling wire, and chewing gum, and the other actually decent, and both of them have led to the same outcome. For over 24 hours now, YouTube has claimed that it is processing the video, and it has reached the 95% process state, at which point it has simply stalled out and apparently refuses to go further. To my great surprise, I am apparently enough of a YouTube personality that I have the option to contact them for support via email. The sad thing about YouTube's email support is that it's dumber than a can of yams. Well, wait a minute, I may have offended the yams there. So that doesn't seem to be working out very well, and in an effort to get something uploaded, I figure that I will try this. I will just see if I can upload a video that is hopefully something I will not have to edit. And maybe that'll make it up to YouTube. I guess we'll see. In the meanwhile, I've been fiddling around with some other electronics projects, including this power supply board out of a video time-based corrector and frame synchronizer. It suffered a failure of its primary filter capacitor, and I'm very surprised it did not blow up when I plugged it in, because not only did that feel the burn, but so too did this plastic shield, or the pieces that are left of it thereof, that sat between the outside of the filter capacitor and the heatsink attached to the secondary power devices in this particular unit's circuit. That's a video for a future time if I even decide to make one. Don't know that I'll repair this, because it turns out that this power supply board is still in production by its manufacturer, and someone on eBay actually has one, which really shouldn't come as that great of a surprise, because they have everything on eBay almost all of the time. Meanwhile, folks, that is all of the status update that I wanted to give you. I am most certainly still alive. This switch mode power supply board is not. Thank you as always for watching, and feel free to leave a comment, especially if you, like me, have had trouble uploading videos in recent times.